Hi there, it's Jessie here. Welcome to the channel and a big warm welcome if you're coming back. And if you're completely new, hi. I want to share today a dark side of me. And I honestly don't know the origin of this dark side. And for me, it's something in the ancestral line, for sure, because I don't have any memory in my life of anything happening to make me feel this way. But I know that it's in the family line because I've seen this behavior in my mother. So I'm just going to share it in an attempt to dispel it somewhat. I don't know. So basically, I have this deep paranoia, or there's a belief in me somewhere that I picked up that people are out to get me. And the way that it manifests is things happen, normally accidents or happenstance, and I have a part of me that internalizes it very, very personally, as if this accident or whatever happened is a personal attack towards me. And it's quite fascinating that happens. Like, it's quite unbelievable. And just to see that happen, like just to witness in my mind how I personalize it and make it really like a personal attack. And then I feel distrustful, a little bit afraid, lonely, definitely isolated, because it's this sensation that the whole world is against me. And that's how extreme it goes. Now, the reason that I think that this didn't start with me, and there is a brilliant book if you're into ancestral healing, or at least if you want a lot of examples of how a lot of strife and struggle that we go through is usually our ancestors, or can be our ancestors' stories. There was a book called It Didn't Start With You. And it's very, very interesting. I recommend. So my mum has, once she told me this story, she was walking in the fields, and the farmers were spraying the crops that day. And my mum is very sensitive to chemicals and things. So she really doesn't like it when they spray the crops, because she's sensitive to the chemicals, and also it's just putting out a load of crap into our natural environment. So it's not great. But she felt this day when she was walking that the farmer who was spraying the crops was really right on the other side. And she entered the field and didn't like it. And she felt like the farmer saw her and drove straight towards her. Like, I think she said something like he crossed the field and he was heading straight towards her. And she took that, she interpreted it as a personal attack. Like he knew that she hated these chemicals and he was coming over there to just get it in her face. Now, when you are listening to that story, when I listen to that story objectively, it's much easier to think, probably didn't target you, probably not, probably just needed to go. It just seemed that way, right? But it was, I could see it was like a big emotional charge for her. And it felt very personal. So I wasn't going to invalidate or deny that. It was just sort of, objectively speaking, maybe it wasn't personal, yet it felt that way to her. She felt she was being personally attacked. And I could recognize that. And since I've seen how I myself do this, and this is why I feel it didn't start with me. It might not have even started with my mum, but these things are passed down, right? This fear. Maybe someone at some point in our family line was personally attacked. And if that was unresolved, it's still seeking resolve in our bloodline. And I've had it come up recently. Maybe it's this full moon and the shadow stuff, but I can't help but a part of me, and that's important because there's another part that's just witnessing this, but there's a part of me that really does interpret certain actions as personal attacks. And I'm just trying to think, like, what is the best way that I can manage that for myself? because I don't want to lash out and project on the people around me who imagine, like, people who I see every day now. A part of me feels they're like public enemy number one. So it's just learning how to manage that. And there's a part that's really, really afraid. And I don't really know what else to say, but this is what I'm going through at the moment. Just holding it. There's this very scared part in me. And there's the adult that's saying, okay, maybe it's not personal. When does it become personal? My friend asked me that the other day. When does something become personal? It's a very good question. So I'm going to share that, maybe watch it back, maybe I glean something, but it's just knowing how to work with the shadows. I think, it's good that I'm aware that this exists, so then I don't sort of hook into the story that I am being personally attacked and therefore I need to defend myself. It's more like, oh, look, a part of me feels like it's being personally attacked. How can I care and soothe that part of me? That's my work today, and for however long this lasts. All right, so there we go today, feeling a bit subdued, a bit withdrawn, a little bit lonely and isolated because what this is bringing up, but hey-ho, we're still here. So please like the video if you liked it. Let me know your thoughts down below. Do you have this kind of paranoia in yourself, or maybe a different one? Share alike. And if you're completely new and you liked this content, hit subscribe and we'll see you in the next video. Guys, have a beautiful day, a beautiful life, and remember, we got this.